Hi guys, today we want to invite you into Quarantine Book Club.
That's good.
It is good.
So we are a family of readers. There are books all over our house.
We really try to encourage our kids to have a passion and a desire to read from such a young age. It's so important to us. So on Book Club today, we want to invite you into what we are reading currently in this whole situation that the world is going through. What better time than to sit around and read? Like, this is my dream life. My dream life. Honestly, anyone who knows me, I will just be snuggled up in a corner and reading a book. So I'm happy in isolation.
So our first stop on Quarantine Book Club is Everly's bedroom. Ready to go? Let's do it. So we have Everly here, and what are your favourite books at the moment, sweetie?
Reading Richie's Went to Paris.
Why do you love this book?
Because I had my birthday in it.
Because you had your birthday in Paris. Whereabouts in Paris? And the Eiffel Tower? Mm-hmm. Yes, you did. Snails, are they? And did you have snails in Paris?
Yeah, I liked them.
You liked them? Good stuff. We smashed a whole bunch of snails in Paris, didn't we? That's cool. So that's Ruby Red Shoes.
So one thing that I've been reading for the past couple of months is Dr. Mark Hyman. If you don't follow him on Instagram or anything already, you need to. This book is called Food, What the Heck Should I Eat? But he's also got another book out, which I actually recommend before I recommend this book, which is called Food Fix. Now is the time to be reading his stuff because it really is time to fix the world. It's time to fix our health, it's time to fix the food system, it's time to fix the food industry, and it's time to fix the farming and the world can heal itself. I highly recommend his stuff, this book and Food Fix.
So clearly I'm a reader because I've got props. My first book this is one of my favourite books of all time, was Bill Johnson's The Way of Life. This book is really about seeing the culture of heaven just totally change what's going on here on earth. It inspired me to just stop waiting for things and just to get up and make things happen, and really inspires you to think way bigger than you have been thinking. The Way of Life, Bill Johnson. Absolute recommendation.
My favourite book at the moment is Captain Underpants because it can do this. So you see him with that big stick, and then it's like you can see it moving if you flip the pages really fast. Captain Underpants, my favourite book at the moment.
Another thing I'm really weirdly interested in is kind of the lifespan and longevity science. So this is called Lifespan, Why We Age and Why We Don't Have to. It's about quality of life, and it's about doing things to our body now and developing habits now that when we are 80, 90 and 100, we're not going to be sitting in nursing homes, spending the last 20 years in bed and with chronic illness and stuff like that. So it's about quality of life. If you're into longevity and lifespan development and that sort of thing, then I recommend that.
So Everly also likes these books here. So what are these books called?
Clarice.
What happens in this book?
She goes on a holiday.
When you say bonjour.
Bonjour with Yara.
So why is that your favourite page?
Because she learns into a ball and she learns into spaghetti.
Great. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Nailed it. All about Paris and London and lovely clothes and adventure.
Thanks for watching.
So what are your books, Fleur? What are your favourite books?
And that.
That and that.
This one. This
Florette and We Are the Gardeners. Oh, look at that. Show everybody your favourite page. Wow. I'm also reading Mum Set Free, which is a book that I read probably towards the end of last year, and I have recommended it lately to so many people that I'm like, I need to read that again. So Mum Set Free, it is about just getting rid of the pressure of motherhood and everything that this society puts on us, as you know what that's like, and it is really finding the freedom to just completely trust God in the process of our children and not ourselves. So every mother needs to hear that.
So my second one is the 13-story treehouse. And I love about it that so it's really funny, like I'm feeding the baby sharks and then the adult shark is behind him about to eat him. Dad reads this book to me at night and it's my second favourite book.
And what's it called?
The 13-story treehouse.
All right, thumbs up. Good on you, bro. Nailed it.
And another one I am reading right now is Raising Giant Killers by Bill and Benny Johnson. I read this when it first came out a few years ago, and it's one of those books that you just want to keep coming back to. It's about parenting really intentionally. It's really about creating and developing kids who grow up to, raising giant killers. So not giant killers, giant killers. So kids that are going to go and just change the world. It's kind of a good time to be rereading that, I think, in the scope of everything that's going on.
And finally, I'm going to go retro and I'm going to recommend a paper book. And this one is called The Whole Life. This book hits three parts of who you are: your spirit, your soul, and your body. It talks about your spiritual life, and it says that your spiritual life is really, it's found in your purpose and who you really are. It talks about our soul being restored. And finally, this book just talks about body health, which is my biggest, that was the most challenging thing for me to read, because it really inspired me just to be an adult, to grow up and to have a better diet and to exercise more. This book at its very core is about living a balanced life.
So thanks for watching our Quarantine Book Club. If you're interested in any of those books, there's links below for you to click on and go discover a world of reading.
Hey kids, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
See you tomorrow.